Hey, how you doing? This is day 13. Today I'm going to cover the topic of reading books. Books. Well, it's very important if you want to up your knowledge a little bit. And almost all successful leaders nowadays, they read books. And they get their techniques and strategies from other people. And when they do that, they read from other books. They take ideas from here and there. And then they come up with their own strategies on how to lead people, how to succeed. They end up a lot smarter than the folks who don't do the research. I'm not saying that's the case for all cases, but it's usually true. Now, a few books that I recommend is Think and Grow Rich. Um, if you haven't heard of that, it's pretty popular. It's an old book, but people still actively use it today. That's how serious it is. It'll teach you how to have a very good leadership mindset, successful mindset, and to stay very positive. Have a lot of a lot of positivity, a lot of motivation and drive to do what you want to do. If you really read the book and then you abide by it, you really truly understand that you have no excuses to get what you want in life. Another book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, most of the happiness, from human beings come from interaction with other people. I'm sure loners that stay by themselves and don't really interact, they're not going to really get their social skills up. And their self-expression probably won't come from um, their way of expressing words. Maybe through writing or maybe through, speaking, like I am in this video. Maybe they'll become an artist or something. I don't know. But the thing is, if you really know how to, have really good people skills, you'll get really far in life. You'll get a lot of what you want. Your relationships will improve. Your life will improve in general. Think about it. You try to go get a job somewhere, and your employers, no matter how good your resume is, if you don't really socialize a lot and you don't do good on that interview, then you're not going to get chosen. Believe it or not, they don't really look at your resume as much as they pay attention during the interview, because the interview is everything. I think the resume is just a bonus, for everyone out there that wants a job. I just figured that I'd shoot that out there. So, yeah, read this book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you'll learn some cool strategies on how to get friend people on your side more easily. Another good book is Beyond Happiness from Franklin Kinslow, Frank Kinslow. Beyond Happiness, that shows you the real, true, deep meaning of happiness and what you should do or not do to achieve it. And happiness isn't something that we achieve; it's something that we already have. It's an innate human, characteristic. People just fail to realize what makes them happy, and they focus too much on what doesn't make them happy. Here's a quick example. This is an analogy I want to use. All right, love and hate. Okay, hate is just a lack of love. It's just as if there's no such thing as cold. Cold is just a lack of heat. You have, if you put it on a scale, it's temperature is measured only by heat. There's no cold on the thermometer scale. It's either low heat, which feels cold to you because it's not that much heat, and you're hotter than it. And then there's obviously the hotter something gets, the higher the temperature. Same thing with happiness. There's no sadness, it's just lack of happiness. Or lack of realization of happiness. It's your true natural state as a human. We just, put dampers on it and, restrain our true nature by stressing ourselves out all the time. Doesn't make any sense. No one wants to be stressed out, but it just happens, right? That's part of the reason why. A lot of the times people feel unhappiness is because of the lack of control they feel that they have over their lives. Now, the lack of control, could that be because you don't know how to really live your life? You're only copying other people and not being original, not learning to think for yourself. I'm telling you, reading books, that can really help you think. And it can really help you come up with your own ideas and realize that you're not a helpless fool. Like, a lot of the media wants you to be. Like, the Jersey Shore show. It's a joke. What do you get out of learning from that? Stupidity? That's why you feel like you don't have control over your lives, because you're watching other people's lives on TV. Whose life is more important? A fake fictional character on TV, and I don't even believe reality TV is real. I believe some of it's scripted up, or your own life that you experience every day. You're going to pay attention to sitcoms and things that don't pertain to you more than your own life. You can't make that your life. A lot of people do. A lot of people just sit in front of TV all day and just make that their life. They make whatever's sitting in front of, on that TV screen, they're deeply immersed into it. They forget about everything that they, done during the day. When you're deeply immersed into a movie, do you think about other things usually? No, you don't. But a lot of people, they just continue to watch this stupid box, or a flat screen sitting up on their wall, letting their lives just pass them by. Instead of mastering your own with, techniques or things that other people learned, how about controlling their own lives? And you can apply that and you can see where that fits in your life. That doesn't fit on any TV or reality TV show or drama or movie, because you can't change that. The director made it for you. You were giving no choice. See, there's more lack of control in your life. Now, they're kind of like drugs. They're temporary. They make you feel happy. It's because it's a relief from the stress that you give yourself. And why you're stressed out, it's because you have lack of control in your life. Now, take control again. Find out how. Read inspirational stories. Read something that makes you feel unstoppable. Read some of the books that I suggested. Go on Kindle or Amazon.com and research the bestsellers or motivational books, personal development books. Those are the best books that you can read to apply to your life. They're life changing, literally. I'm sure fiction books, I love fiction books myself, and I read them sometimes, but they don't change my lives. I get inspiration from some of them, but they're not like personal guides that I can use to apply. So, thanks for listening, to me rambling on with my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed it. So, catch me tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel and click the link below to visit my blog. Thanks. And share this video with somebody. Peace.